Is Donald Trump pro-life or pro-choice? Well, I guess that depends on who you ask.
I'm very pro-choice.
Or maybe it just depends on when you ask.
I am pro-life.
At an MSNBC town hall this week, Donald Trump tried to clarify matters when he said women should be punished for getting abortions.
Do you believe
No,
do you believe in punishment for abortion? Yes or no, as a principle?
The answer is that there has to be some form of punishment.
For the woman?
Yeah, there has to be some form.
What's striking is how little thought Trump appears to have given this highly charged and controversial question. He's been actively running for president for more than 9 months. Shouldn't he have figured out his position on abortion by now? Naturally, pro-choice groups were quick to denounce Trump's comments, but so were his Republican presidential rivals John Kasich and Ted Cruz.
But of course, women shouldn't be punished. I don't think that's an appropriate response, and it's a difficult enough situation than to try to punish somebody.
Donald's comments, they were unfortunate, they were wrong, and I strongly disagree with them.
But wait, why do Kasich and Cruz have a problem with what Trump said? As Ohio's governor, Kasich has enacted 16 separate pieces of legislation limiting family planning, funding, and access to abortion services. And Ted Cruz is fucking Ted Cruz! He wants to completely defund Planned Parenthood nationwide because he's an actual evangelical hobgoblin. The real reason pro-lifers are criticizing Trump is because he never bothered to learn the appropriate pro-life talking points. Most Christian right politicians know to talk about passing laws punishing doctors rather than the women. That way, they can demonize the greedy, murderous abortionists, but not the women who are seeking the abortions, whose stories are much more sympathetic and who Americans don't really want to see punished.
She's 13 years old, and she is a victim of rape, and she drove 4 hours from McAllen to San Antonio, and we had to turn her away. And there was nothing I could do to save her. And so now, if she has a procedure, and that if is huge, she'll have to go all the way to New Mexico and pay $5,000 and get there and spend 3 days. It'll never happen. We know it won't.
What Trump said to Chris Matthews shows just how little he actually cares about the abortion issue. He's rich, and rich people have always had greater access to reproductive services, regardless of what the law says. But laws passed in red states restricting abortion access disproportionately affect poor people who can't afford to travel to clinics hundreds of miles away and all the other associated costs. The pro-life movement can only get these laws passed by playing on widespread stereotypes of the poor, that they're promiscuous and that they lack self-control. It's not surprising that Trump changed his stance on abortion when he decided to run for president. As a Republican, he needed to do so to be politically viable. But that's all he did. He adopted the pro-life label without bothering to think about what the punishment for women who break the laws by getting abortions should be. Yes, it's callous, it's punitive, and it's discriminatory. But perhaps most damaging for someone who thinks he should be president, it's incredibly lazy. So is Donald Trump pro-life or pro-choice? Well, the answer is he's neither. He's just pro-Donald Trump.